And S.J. Fowler, please, a warm round of applause.
Well, we shan't digress too much, we'll leave that to Ryan, but I wanted to just say thank you very much for coming. It's a real pleasure to be here, and it's a real privilege to read with Billy.
Yeah, and likewise. I was up in Aberdeen for a while last summer, really enjoyed it up here, so it's good to be back. Okay, this is called Oil. The roughneck didn't care whose oil it was. He just hated the midnight sun. The tool pusher hated the sea, and the drill went down regardless, as the ocean never met the sun.
And at this break in the tail oil, the oil is called back into its drum. The cylinder steel mask of a northern Onibaba, where north embarrasses its own development hundreds of miles below. Terror as houses become unaffordable because of pressured, fossiled compressing. A woman in a bed is transferred to a wheelchair.
The derrickman on the monkey board was tripping pipe when he saw a humpback whale in the water below. The derrickman whistled Mississippi. The whale sang his own song, and the drill went down regardless, as the ocean never met the sun.
The poor are thirsty, feed them, he said to his aides. He was overheard saying, not a stupid man, but his lives never did put a strain on his hearing. He had the strength to laugh to the end, as most terrible people do. He laughed loudest when reminiscing the young crowd dispersion, the horses baking or his pranks, piercing barrel-shaped shipping or industry pierced. A few days ago I was listening to the gentle tide of the North Sea. Now, if the black gets in again, I'm leaving.
The roustabout has magic in his brain, a synesthesia. Hears ancient forests in the oil on his fingertips, sees sunlight in viscous dark. All of history is present. The continual line is circular, like in the north, where the ocean never meets the sun.
What is latticed on the common ground is the fact of the crude being made, the deadest things compressed. Some were animals. Wait till the animal is dead before you eat it. Make sure your love is awake before you have sex with it. Even if the timing the children mournful altar architect is sleepless, them sleeping rolls over upon its partner, imagines it's America. Don't imagine any freedom other than that. We, the Baptists, gave to build a sanctuary of moods, for if they won't understand, I've experience in museums and can man the desk.
The chain hand stood above the moon pool and cursed the money he couldn't let go. He thought of his daughter, wished for energy in the wind, and the ocean never met the sun.
A long drop it was to see the chain undone above him, but fall it did, and what hard will were to be discovered, knowing now the tricks poetry of a man with no legs, whose only why to make were pulling things from out of the sea. A cough too that lingered won't leave, spitting Black Hank into a banana peel.
Bell nipple, big bear, blowout, core sample, drill sting. The floor hand ran these words over his tongue and felt metal in his mouth. Fish. Any object unintentionally dropped into the wellbore. The floor hand spat into the wellbore.
The bear named for a terror, oil-caked, put still at the praising lids. Not even a hair to wash his hands when men in swarms part for another's entry in an oil rig. Son, you know he were a hard man, a cut too manipulated, a footage of a flighty walking into the snow as though were a suicide and not a hood run, searched out for a certain distance. A jack shell put into the sky to keep the bear back. The dogs get mauled but not hurt. Svalbard skull tooth, a neck stroke clinch that killed a boy, but the bear's still dead now. Better off than a crude bear, oil Bjorn, floor-ved, who wheels himself abound.
The floor hand spits fish into the wellbore. The chain hand stands above the moon pool. The roustabout sees sunlight in viscous dark. The derrickman whistles Mississippi. And the drill goes down regardless, as the ocean never meets the sun. Thank you very much.
S.J. Fowler and Letford, thanks.